Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set. 70, Indy. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 44, 44, Mike, 44. All day. Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo. Hey. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Football's the Mike. Mike's football. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got it! Mike 42, Mike 42. We own them. We own them.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Check, ready. Now, wolf. 44's the Mike. They can't hang with us. On it. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Mark, shoot.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
He's got him in, complete. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Four-fours to Mike. Mike's four-fours. They're going to need some therapy.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Get off the field. Slam.
Jackson down on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Packers 14, Ravens
3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. 80 weapon. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Fields looking deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
3. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews there, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Drop deep, drop deep. Football's the mic.
Jackson now. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check, check. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 15, check 15. Check, 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 check.
This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
I'm on. Big river.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. 20! Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Right here. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got him in. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Jack.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Then Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shift, shift.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Packers take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to slither by. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
To throw on third down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it here with Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49.
Looking to throw. Fields. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Fields got Gordon open, completes it. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Ready. 10-2 saw. Watch the flag. Pilot, 64. Let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. Come on, 45. Check. Hey, they scared. 44, Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal.
49, got it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, Fields throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Rabbit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Come on. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Fields being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They run with Taylor, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st down, Baltimore.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike spoke both. Here we go, here we go. 44 to Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Snead's got it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 25 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 5. 57's the mic. Watch 57. No gain on this defense, no gain. 57 down.
Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flushed out right.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zadarius Smith. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is